said, I had a whole bunch of shit on top of the car, piled up on top of it. I said, Esau hurt, man. Esau hurt. 20?
Yeah, it's only 20.
Yeah, where's the Solomon? This is the book of Acts, chapter 19 and verse 20. So mightily grew the word of Yahweh and prevailed. After these things were ended, Paul purposed in the spirit when he had passed through Macedonia and what's the hell? And Asia.
What kind of rush is that, man?
They going back to their caveman form.
And Achia to go to Jerusalem, saying, after I have been there, I must also see Rome. So he sent into Macedonia 2 of them that ministered unto him, Timotheus and Erastus. But he himself stayed in Asia for a season. And the same time there arose no small stir about the way. For a certain man named Demetrius, a silversmith, which made silver shrines for Diana, brought no small gain unto the craftsmen, whom he called together with the workmen of like occupation, and said, Sirs, ye know that by this craft we have our wealth. Moreover, ye see and hear that not alone at Ephesus, but almost throughout all Asia, this Paul hath persuaded and turned away much people, saying that they be no gods which are made with hands.
So the guy was like, look, you know how we get our money by making these idols. We let these Israelites keep running around, we pretty soon gonna be out of business. But they was doing evil because the people amongst that, they actually believed in those guys. So it was like some behind the scenes, wickedness. But it wasn't just somebody made an idol and then bam, our people just followed it during the time. As we just read, our people were forced to follow those idols. They were forced to follow Jupiter and defile the temple. The scriptures tell you that they forced us to, in our altars where we actually sacrifice, they forced us to put other abominable idols in there in altars and offer like swine's flesh on top of it. Why? So we can lose who we were. So over a process of time, our people who were grown up in that generation, they actually believed in that. Was it Timothy? His father was a Greek.
That's right.
That doesn't mean he was a so-called white man. That just means his father was a Greek, meaning he probably spoke Greek, he believed. But when Timothy met Paul, Paul had to circumcise him, right? Because he never got circumcised. Why? Because his father was Greek. His father was like, no, my child ain't gonna get circumcised because we're Greeks. I believe in the god of Dianus. I believe in Jupiter. And those people in Athens, they all used to come together just to have a bunch of folly, just to talk their bullshit. All these guys, they're just debating. Well, I think this. And somebody, the scripture says, they desire to hear something new every time. So when Paul came on the scene, they was like, let's hear what he got to say. So that's all they cared about. Hearing something new. They didn't care about, they didn't have any understanding. They were just like, okay, he got something new. Tell us about this resurrection. That's weird to me. That's strange. So after he broke it down to him, you had some people who was like, hey, look, can you come back next week and say that again so I can understand it? But some was like, nah, that don't make sense to me. So that's how far gone Jake was, because we forgot who we were because of oppression. Those idols and those gods were set up by those Romans and forced us to follow it. That's what we just read about Jupiter. He's going to talk about it. You can jump to 30.
And most of them Negroes that was into that Greek philosophy, they came back as frat niggas, fraternity niggas, putting brands and shit. Deal with this chick. I used to deal with this so-called black woman I was in the world. I was into that sorority stuff. That bitch said she was a Greek. I'm like, what?
She was a Greek man.
Yeah. But she said like like her ancestors something. I'm like, bitch, she ain't no fucking Greek. But yeah, like the brother said, mentally she was, spiritually. Probably what she did in her past life.
We still make them do the same stupid ass rituals and fucking all that folly ass shit today. Just to be a part of something to get a status, bro. That shit is so stupid.
Yeah.
They doing that wicked shit.
We're down. We're hip.
Seen this damn Facebook video, like this ritual. Motherfuckers was like laying in a line on the ground, and they cracked the egg and put it in their mouth. Then they like went and put the egg in each other's mouths all the way down. Yeah, I'm like, man, y'all niggas gay, man.
Sick, bro.
A raw egg. It's, who the hell? First, it's a raw egg, and then you spit it into another man's mouth. That's gay. Wicked.
Or getting spanked and all that.
Oh, do they got a legion inside of them or something?
Yeah.
Like,
Hey man, you just read Ezekiel 8. The Lord showed Ezekiel all the things that they did behind the scenes, and it was the height of Israel doing that shit behind closed doors. So the Lord was telling Ezekiel, like, look, don't think I'm just jacking y'all up for nothing. This is the shit your people doing. And then he actually said that. He said, who are those people? He's like, oh, them the high priests. Them motherfuckers doing this shit. So I'm like, you see, I'm justified in jacking y'all up. Now, I'm not just saying this. Your people, look at your people, they do it behind closed doors. And a lot of our people did it willfully, just like when Antiochus came on the scene. There went out wicked man who was so persuaded, fully persuaded, and joining the heathen. You had, what was his name? I forgot his name, but he was desiring to be high priest. He really wanted that position, so he was down for trying to destroy Judas because he wanted that high position. But the point is, our people, when you grow up believing in other guys and your parents believe in other guys, like we all believe in Christianity, we were all Gentiles. We didn't know who we were.
That's right.
So that's why we have to reteach our people who they are. We have to reteach them the Most High, Yahushua, because we lost it. We lost it. And though in the flesh we're Israelites, mentally we weren't. So we weren't connected to the Lord because we didn't know who we were. But now we're back. We're back. The Lord put the Spirit on the apostles and elders and their teachers. Pretty much started off in, New York, and then now this world, this word is all over the globe. That's how you know it's a spiritual movement.
That's right.
Because lies have been hidden since Esau came into power, since the Renaissance, you could say. Lies was hidden from that point. And now the truth has to come out. Like they say, lies are complicated. It's harder to keep a lie going. Whereas if you tell the truth is the truth.
33.
Yeah.
Jumping down to verse 33 in Acts, the 19th chapter. And they drew Alexander out of the multitude, the Jews putting him forward. And Alexander beckoned with the hand and would have made his defense unto the people. But when they knew that he was a Jew, all with one voice about the space of 2 hours cried out, Great is Diana of the Ephesians. And when the town clerk had appeased the people, he said, Ye men of Ephesians, what man is there that knoweth not how that the city of Ephesians is a worshiper of the great goddess Diana, and of the image which fell down from Jupiter?
You see? That's what our people was into. That was like a whole theater right there of a bunch of Israelites who was bugged out, and they wanted to stay bugged out. Because when they saw that somebody who knew they was an Israelite, a Jew about to speak, they all, to drown out the words, spoke with a loud voice, oh, great is Diana, try to drown them out, so to speak, because they didn't want to be convinced. And that guy stood up and said, yeah, we believe in the great Diana, who fell down from Jupiter. They actually believe that shit. But when you read, like I said, that was forced on our people. And over the process of time, our people believe that, so they have to be retaught. You got that again?
Yeah. Second Maccabees 6:2 says, and to pollute also the temple of Jerusalem, and to call it the temple of Jupiter, Olympus, and that in garrison of Jupiter, the defender of strangers, as they did desire that dwelt in the place. The coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people, for the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles, who dallied with harlots and had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places.
And that's what they did. They actually brought the whores in there as well, of other nations too. So you see how they defiled they defiled us? It's no different than slavery. This white man defiled us, physically and mentally. He defiled us. They put us against each other as an intent that the hatred will brew amongst another. Light skin versus dark skin, tall versus short. They did that. So they rewarded one who was a more of a coon than the other, because this man may have just been naturally built or whatever. Yeah, you a special boy. You can be my house. You can be my side nigga. You can sleep in my house. You know, you can eat fresh food. All you gotta do is use your strength to get your people in line when they act up. And they'll do that.
Yeah, that's what Esau do now with these sports. And these tall, I ain't gonna say overgrown, tall as physically blessed jakes.
They turn them into their pets for their use.
The example was the movie Django, where you had what was his name?
Jamie Foxx.
No, the one who was in slave.
Talking about Steven.
Oh,
Yeah, he was in the house.
yeah.
He was in the house, and then he was yelling at his own people, saying, "Do this, obey your master," and all this, trying to get people in line for his master. So
And
that
he
was
was in there messing with Eve in the kitchen, making sure they on point. Make sure you add some more salt. You know, watching over them because he got a reward. That you can say evil was sown amongst our people and it's still carried over here to this day. That's why Jake was more concerned about themselves, their own people, than the mastermind behind it all. Like my man was trying to break it down. Man, Morpheus was trying to break it down in no. I said Morpheus, I don't know his name. Boys in the Hood. He took them to he took them to the sign. He was like, what the sign means. He was explaining to them gentrification. But they didn't get it. It went over their heads. Hey, it went over my heads. I didn't understand it till now.
We gotta rewatch that part again.
He pretty much said, he's like, it was a sign that said sell your homes. He said it's called gentrification, and the reason they're trying to do it is to move us out. It's like we gotta keep black. Right? And you know, the niggas came over there, they was listening. And then he was like, yeah man, you know, they trying to destroy us. And then the one Jake, he thug, he was like, well, I'm supposed to do it. Nigga roll up on me, I'm gonna smoke him before he smoked me. You know, then he was like, no, what it was the older Jake was like, I'll tell you who run the neighborhood, these guys, thugs and stuff. And he's like, well, do our people own boats? Do our people own drugs? Do our people own guns? Why is it a gun store on every corner on our block? While it ain't none of that, and then the white hoods is for us to kill ourselves. And Jake don't got the mind state or the understanding to see like, I'm not gonna shoot the white man. My beef ain't with these Edomites, these devils, the ones that's actually putting the guns in the hood, that's giving me the options and the tools to destroy my people. That is turning our women into whores, and they got the drugs flowing in and out and locking us up. I'm gonna go after the next man who just got a little bit more than me. I know your situation fucked up, mine is too, because you got a little more than me. You know, I gotta come after you. And if you catch me in the act, oh, that's your ass. What the nigga said in the Minister Society, wicked nigga. He's like, all I need, he's like, my ride is fresh. I just need some new rims. All I gotta do is catch a nigga slipping. Instead of saying all I gotta do is buy something. Yeah. And the Jake was talking to him in the car like, we supposed to be brothers, right? But you see, Jake don't think that far. Jake don't say, you know, I'm not gonna. So in slavery, that was bestowed upon us, man. Which goes back to the curses. That's why we forgot who we were. Jake always trying to find the issue. They don't understand the source.
It's internal. It's an internal issue. You said that the brothers in the right spirit. You said like come on, brother, we supposed to be brothers when we hopped in this car. Yeah, hey, that whole nigga mentality. Hey, niggas act like that for real. You know, that's somebody that's. Hey, you act like that towards your own people, especially after everything that we've been through as a nation. Man, you deserve death. And the nigga Cain, it's spiritual. The nigga name was Cain too.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened at the end? His bitch ass got smoked, and it's good for that nigga. Hey, he didn't do nothing right the whole movie. He did everything wrong. You know, when like the movie first started off, you know, like the other nigga who was in Pernell, he went to see him because he started popping his baby mama. And he was teaching him at a young age how to hold a gun and shoot. You know, and he said, hey, I caught on to the criminal lifestyle real easy. You know, the nigga was selling drugs. He was doing everything wrong. He was getting chicks pregnant, not taking care of his seed. You know, just being a complete nigga.
This shit ain't wrong.
Yeah. You know, he didn't say, hey, he didn't say, let's go get a paternity test. Or oh shit, that's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm having a child. Nigga first thing said, it ain't mine. So yeah, that nigga deserved, he deserved to get shot. Doing wicked shit.
Famous slavery quote.
Go back to that. What's the sound? It was 14 and 11. You found it?
No, I can't. I wasn't able to find it, but I know it. It said, I think it was from like the 1700s, or it said to make a perfect slave. I think it had a picture of Martin Luther King though. It said you elevate him above his peers, but you keep him beneath us. We elevate him above his peers, but we keep him beneath us, so he's constantly in limbo. He don't want to go back to the old way he used to live, to his old status, and he'll be forever trying to chase our status, but he ain't gonna never get it. You know, something along those lines. But let's show you how they